Hi guys, Mama Mita, and I'm back.
I'm back.
Well, you guys, you know what? The new year rolled in, and guess what else rolled in? The virus. I have not been sick since February of 2020 with the flu or whatever it was that I had that was so bad that I needed oxygen for 45 days. But jeez Louise, was I a sick puppy then. Anyway, I got it. January the 4th, I went shopping at the grocery store to get some groceries for, for my YouTube thing. And a couple of days later, well, next day, I started feeling like, not so good, and blood pressure was bugging me, and I had a headache, and I'm thinking, headache? I don't usually have a headache. Yeah, 2 days later, sore throat, stuffed up nose, couldn't breathe really good, and couldn't smell a thing. Oh boy, did the famous test. Yeah, I had it. So I was 14 days. Oh my gosh, I sure missed my YouTube channel, but I'm back, and let me tell you, it's nice to be back. 14 days with this stuff, and the only thing I ate was beets and cauliflower. Beets and collard greens. Oh, it was every day to try to get rid of this stuff. And then you got the brain fog. Oh God, and it's like, come on, Mita, you got to get this going. You got to get this going, because with the brain fog, you start to worry, oh God, am I getting Alzheimer's? Am I getting dementia? Get up and get your act together. Anyway, I'm back. And guess what video I got for you today? Beats me. This is Beats Me Part 1. Hey, I was 14 days at this stuff. You guys, this is something else. You know what? Beets are really good for your liver. Your liver really likes beets. Oh my goodness. So I prepared for you today 3 little salads that you can use beets with. And so let me tell you about the beets. Okay, so beets, I like to use fresh beets from my garden. I'm not really into canned stuff. I know a lot of people like cans and stuff, but I'm not really into cans. And if you're not really into cans and you really don't want to do beets, they're easy to do. I'm going to talk to you about how easy they are. You can always go to Trader Joe's and get them the vacuum packed beets already ready to go. They're in the produce department. Anyway, okay, so the beets. What I usually do is I wash the beets off, and then I take a knife and I stab them. And then I come over here and I put them in my little pan, my little toaster oven pan, and I put them in, and I put them in the oven, and I set it for like 350, 375, and I let them go, and I keep going. They keep going from well, these would probably have to go for like maybe an hour and a half. You want to check them after an hour and see how they're doing. But you want to be able to take a butter knife and stick it through, and if it'll stick through, if the butter knife will go through, then pretty soft, then they're ready. Then you let them cool off, and then you just peel them. They just peel so easy. They are just really not hard to cook, these things at all. And you know that you've got live food, not food that's been sitting on the shelf or in the can, or maybe even in Trader Joe's and stuff. You've got live food. I try to get, if I don't have beets in the garden, then I want to try to get organic beets. But organic beets, they're pricey. They're very pricey, So, but anyway, that's how you would do your beets. Okay, so then the other thing, I want to talk to you about is my first little salad I have is I bring those beets out, and after they cool off and I peel them, then I'm going to dice them up. And now you can dice them up small, or you can dice them up pretty big, you know. It's according to whatever, you know, you like, however you like them. Okay, so now these are diced up really small in this little bow here. And I've added some parsley with it. And then I'm taking, I didn't have mandarin oranges, I didn't have tangerines, but I had an orange. So I'm using orange, and I'm gonna just dump it in that. And then I'm gonna take some chopped up onions, diced up, very finely diced up onions. Okay. Make sure this camera's positioned enough so that you can see that. Okay. All right. So then you're gonna, and the thing about, I'm using fresh oranges, but if you was using the mandarin oranges from the can, you wanna put those in last, because they kind of disintegrate the more you work them into the salad. So you wanna put those last, okay? So you've got parsley and onions in here, and some oranges. Now, if you've never done an orange before, or you're like, oh, I don't want to do those oranges are hard to peel. They're really not. I remember when I was a little girl, Daddy used to take his knife, and he would go around like in circles, and we would all sit down. It was like a movie for us, watching Daddy do that and making sure that he wasn't going to drop that circle, that he was going to get that whole thing off. He took pride in that with us girls. He loved to entertain us at that. Well, what I do is I take and snip the ends of the oranges off, just like that. And then I take and I go around and I score it all the way through, just like that. My mother-in-law taught me how to do this back in the 70s. I thought, what in the world? But no, it's a good way to do it. And then I take my fingers and I just run my finger through like that and pull those skins off. Now you can take those skins and you can dry those skins, and you know, the outside of the peel, the orange part, not the white part. And you want to like cut it really thin and then let it dry out, and then you could grind them up with your like your coffee grinder, and you've got orange grind. Okay, now you see how that is? Look how easy that was. Then what I do is I take and I cut them in little circles. So once you cut these in circles, okay, then you just pull them apart, and that's all you have to do. Then throw them in the salad. Now see how easy that was to do that? Okay, so now getting back to the salad. So you got the oranges, the onions, and the beets, and the parsley. And then the last thing I want to add is I'm going to add a little bit of walnuts to it. Okay, so add my walnuts. Then you can add a little pepper if you want. I usually don't add a little pepper, but I do add a little bit of olive oil with it. So after I add the olive oil, then I take the lemon and I squeeze a little bit of lemon in it. And that is all you have to do. Now that's your first little salad, and that salad is just a beet salad with either tangerines or oranges with a little bit of walnuts, and it's so easy to make, you know. And the parsley, and the parsley is from my garden outside. It survived the winter with all that snow. I still have parsley, green onions, and I got a little bit of radishes, but I don't think they're any good. And then I've got a little bit of beets, but I don't think they're any good because it was really cold. It was like a -7 here. So I don't think, but I don't know how the parsley looks beautiful. And the green onions too. I don't know how they survived it, but they did. Okay, so that's salad number 1. So now the next salad you want to make, or that you can make, is beets with a little bit of parsley and a little bit of chopped up onions. And then I'm taking a little bit of olive oil, some pepper, and a little teeny bit of salt. Now, the salt I'm using here, I'm using the sea salt. I've got another container up there, of course. And so this one here inside this machine is with the coarse. But I like to use sea salt because the regular Morton table salt sometimes gives like a metal type of taste to it. And I don't like that. I really like the sea salt. That's a little salt. Probably shouldn't have because the next thing I'm going to add. Okay. So now I've got onions, parsley, the beets, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and a little bit of lemon. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to add some feta. Now, if you don't like feta, then you could use crumbled up blue cheese. But I like feta. And so that's like a little side salad for you there. So there you go. So that's all it is. So there you've got your beets and feta salad. Or you could have beets and blue cheese salad. Okay, so that's that one. Now, the last one we're going to do is going to be more of your, kind of like your toss type salad, okay? So, let me get my faithful Tupperware over here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just so cheap on stuff. Okay, so what I put in here is I'm putting the cabbage. Now, you could use red cabbage. You could use even Chinese cabbage if you wanted, or white cabbage. In this case, I had a leftover little piece of cabbage left over from borscht. And so I'm going to put that in there. And then I've got some parsley, some radishes. Yes, I'm putting red radishes in here. And then I'm going to add some tomatoes, the green onions. I'm going to add some white onions and some bell peppers. I'm adding red and orange, those little ones that you see in the package. That with some green onions and then some diced up beets. Okay. So now I'm going to add some olive oil. Now, you could use a different type of salad dressing if you want to. I tend to stick more to olive oil and salt and pepper because the other ones like the ranch and the tzatziki's and all those that you buy at the store and stuff, they're good. Oh yeah, they're delicious. But they're very high in calorie. And I think one of the worst things that people don't realize is when they go to the restaurant, like, and you get a salad and they give you a big container of dressing. Yeah, it tastes good, delicious, wow. But man, it's loaded with a lot of calories plus salt too. Okay, so then you want to put your lemon. Okay, then a little bit of pepper. Now, you could have put the balsamic vinegar if you wanted, I don't. I usually just put regular, just lemon. I like lemon and olive oil. And then if you want to put a little bit of salt, because I'm not putting any cheese in this one. So now, at that point, I put the lid on it.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty.
Okay. So it's kind of a cabbage with beet salad. It's very colorful, and it always tastes so good. It's one of my favorite salads. See how pretty that is? So, and then your beets with your feta. And then the last one is the beets with the oranges and walnuts. So that's your 3 types of salads. That's your 3 types of salads right there. The one with the cabbage, the one with the feta, and then the one with the oranges. So this is really good for you. And it's all fresh stuff. And that's what you want to try to do, is to get the fresh stuff, you know, because now that people are, you know, getting sick with the virus and stuff, we need to help our body. And these are things that will help our body. And beets are so good for your liver. They really are. If you want to find out more about beets, look it up on the internet of all the nutritional value that beets have in it, because really and truly it's amazing. You know, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my little video today about Beets Me, part 1. I'm so glad to be back here. I miss my YouTube channels of cooking and stuff. Geez, you know, just sitting down and waiting for it to leave. You know, anyway, guys, thank you so much. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed my video today. And if you haven't subscribed to my video yet, now would be the time to do it. Thank you, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye now. Very good. Definitely love cabbage. Okay, my favorite one. Okay. So good. That's dinner. Thank you.